Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning Ning. We're sitting in our new office here in Las Vegas, right? We haven't left California. We have offices there, but now we have one here in Las Vegas, on Las Vegas Boulevard.
That's correct. We're in Town Square in Las Vegas Boulevard. It's so tempting, Rob, kasi we're surrounded by,
Great shopping.
shopping malls and my goodness, I have to
Restaurants.
visit every mall here every day.
We're very
every time.
excited to be here, and we can give, in-person consultations with anyone that wants to meet with us here in Las Vegas.
We actually already met some of them already,
Yeah.
right? And I'm so excited, Rob, when we are opening this office, I look at all the clients that called us from Las Vegas, and there's a lot of them. It's so interesting. And in fact, we got reconnected with one of the guests that we had in the show, Get Real, during that time, 2017, Mr. and Mrs. Becerro. So, are you ready po? Panoorin natin.
2011 nang bumili ng bahay ang mag-asawang Joey at Bing sa Vallejo, California.
But the house is too big for us. It's a 4-bedroom house. So, tumira lang kami sa apartment and then pinaupahan namin yung bahay.
Konting panahon lang ang lumipas at nalaman ng mag-asawa kung anong klaseng mga tao ang umupa sa kanilang bahay.
Na-shock ako nung makita ko yung bahay. Talagang almost bumagsak ako sa floor nung makita ko eh. Nakakaawa. Talagang literally it was trash. Talagang the doors were down, yung ports, yung bagsak in the floor, yung mga ganon. And then when I went inside, everything was dirty. The bathroom especially. They have a big dog, and I think that big dog did all the damage there. That was my first investment in California, in the United States for that matter. And ganun ang nangyari.
I was so mad na there were some people who could do such a thing.
Wala akong sinabi. Parang kumbaga sabi sa atin, iiyak mo na lang, pasa Diyos mo na lang. Inisip ko paano may bebenta itong bahay ng maayos?
Buti na lang, napanood ni Joey sina Rob and Ning sa dating palabas na Get Real sa The Filipino Channel.
Nagkataon din naman na nakita ko nga sa TV yung palabas nila na Rob and Ning. Yun nga, na-contact ko sila yung sa Get Real. Yun nga, iniisip ko, hindi ito mabebenta ng maganda eh. Pero you know what? Hindi ko alam kung anong nagawa nilang ng Rob and Ning team na ibenta ng maganda. Would you believe, nakakuha pa ako ng, siguro, dahil nga sa equity risk, siguro, nagkaroon pa ako ng cash na about 50,000.
Ay nako, alam mo, tuwan-tuwa ako talaga yung bang, hindi ka makapaniwala na meron palang mga taong ganon na napakagaling tumulong. Humingi kami ng tulong, kinwento ng asawa ko yung nangyari doon sa bahay. Tapos they did everything. Lahat talaga. Oo, napakagaling nila talaga.
Ito na rin yung panahon na pinag-isipan ng mag-asawa na lumipat sa Las Vegas.
Mas mababa yung nakuha kong sweldo rito. But then, mas mababa naman ang cost of living dito.
I like the weather. The people are friendlier. There are fun things to do here. And you hardly get bored. A lot of restaurants to eat at. It's more fun here in Vegas.
Nakita din kung gaano kalaki ang diferensya ng halaga ng real estate kumpara sa Bay Area.
Napakaluma ng bahay yan eh. More than 20 years na tayo. Tapos nakuha kong bahay rito, built 2006. Ang presyo niya, kalahati lang. I bought the house in North Las Vegas. And my work is here in South Las Vegas. So, that's about 30 minutes lalalo kung may traffic pa. No? So, I decided na paupahan na lang muna yung bahay. Anyway, that's a 4-bedroom house. Parang kumbaga I just prepared it for the coming of my children. And then umupo na lang kami ng apartment, which is just across the fence doon sa aking trabaho. Kabila lang gano'n. Kumbaga tatalon lang ako ng bakod na doon ako sa trabaho.
At sa loob lamang ng maikling panahon, nakinabang na kaagad sina Joey at Bing.
I was able to do a cash out refinance na solve yung problema ko sa pangangailangan sa pera sa family ko and also for us here. Naandun pa rin yung bahay intact and the price is still good. My mortgage is still good, still manageable. So, kumbaga sa ano, I would say it's a win-win.
Dati nagkagutay-gutay ang mga pangarap. Salamat kina Robin Ning, ngayon napaghahandaan na ni Bing at Joey ang kinabukasan ng buong pamilya.
We were expecting my kids to be here around next year. I, for one, would retire in Vegas. And hopefully, I can support my family here, help them establish a life here. Hopefully, we can all grow up here and live here forever. From Vallejo to here in Vegas, we got all the help we needed all the way. From selling the property to buying the property here, they were all there. Yeah, I can't thank them enough. Hindi ko kulang yung salita na pasasalamat eh. I will be forever grateful to Robin Ning for their help, for what they've done to us.
I really am very truly grateful to Rob and Ding for helping us and giving us the opportunity to prosper here in the States. It's because of Rob and Ding. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Vicedo. It's good to see you guys again, right? And you've been in Las Vegas for a while now.
Yeah.
But let's
5
go
years.
back to 2017.
Yeah.
Right? It's been a while, but your house in Vallejo, right? Remember that? And how bad it was with your tenant and the dog and all that stuff, and it was a
I don't want to remember
challenging
it.
property. You don't want to? Okay, let's not talk about it.
It
too
was a
much.
nightmare.
It was, but it turned out good, or
Yeah.
relatively well, because we were able to sell it without having to do a whole lot of work to it,
Yeah.
right? And because times were tight back then, people can't remember, but 2017 was a whole different market,
Yeah.
right? And I know that we were anxiously trying to sell that. And you had your long-term plan. You have your kids coming over.
Yeah.
And you wanted to get a place. Obviously, Las Vegas is a much better place to get a house big enough for your kids. And you came over here, and it's been a good experience, I think.
Yes. You can say that. You can still say that again.
So I think it's timing po is everything, right? Kasi during that time, nakakuha pa tayo ng cash doon sa rental property natin sa California, brought it here, and then yung nabili nyo rito, good timing when you bought it kasi ngayon, you still have a lot of equity sa property.
yes.
Yeah. So actually what happened, Rob, when we sold that house in California, we did a 1031 exchange,
Yes.
right, to defer the taxes, the
Tax.
property taxes. And until now, you still have that house
Yes.
na po, and pinaparentahan pa din natin
Yeah.
yon,
Yeah.
and you're still renting. And I like that idea, because that's an investment property, so meron silang write-off. Yung cash flow ng kanilang rental property is more than enough to pay for
pay the
their
mortgage.
current rent. Kasi they don't need a big house right now
Yes.
because the kids are not here yet.
Yeah. We're only
So,
two of us here.
yeah, so I think that's a very, smart move.
So one of the lessons about this is you had a property manager in Vallejo, I remember.
Yes.
Right? And he did a pretty good job, but I think what happened was they didn't do the annual inspections.
Right.
That was a long-term tenant, and they paid the rent, right, for the most part. But they didn't keep checking the property
Yeah.
and the damage with the dog and so. I know you've changed that rule here, right?
Yeah.
You have more rules. You got a great manager,
Yeah.
and that helps.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
And then also, Rob, also yung lesson that I can pick up from this, or maybe our viewers can too, is yun pong retirement planning, So kumbaga po, during that time, 2017, sila Mr. and Mrs. Vicedo, gusto lang nilang i-get rid ng property na yon and then wants to move on with their lives. Pero it turned out to be na parang naging daan yon para masettle yung kanilang retirement. I get so excited when we witness kung paano sila nagsimula and then all the way to realization, and then here we are, it's happening, and yung magre-retire si Mr. Vicedo with a lot of equity sa property, that's something really na, pride and joy to their family.
And I would
It's a life-changing.
Oh, absolutely, life changing. And the third lesson is all about taxes, right? So two things in this story. One is the 1031 exchange. So you could have sold, paid your taxes, be done, and that would have been good. But you were able to reinvest money that you would have paid taxes with your 1031, and now it's still growing,
Yeah.
right? And the other thing is moving here, right? No
Yeah.
state income tax.
Yes.
Right.
Very beneficial,
Yeah.
right?
No.
More
Yeah.
disposable
No state
income.
tax here.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you for sharing your story, and it's
Yeah.
great to see you guys again. And quite honestly, during that time when that house was so stressful, you guys look like 10 years younger than when we were dealing with that very, very troubled property. You look great.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So if you have questions about Las Vegas and maybe transferring here from another state, give us a call at 888-860-9530, or you can visit us online.
Or go to our website po and schedule yourself for a free consultation with either Robert or Ning, or visit our Facebook page, Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning.
That's right. Mr. and Mrs. Vicero, thank you
very
again.
much po.
Thank you for coming to our new office. We're here to help you up close now.
Yeah.
And so it'll be good. We'll have to do some things, some dinner and stuff. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Masarap tumira sa Las Vegas kasi we used to live in New York for 10 years from 1990 to 2000, and then di namin nakayanan yung lamig dito. At least pagka mainit sa labas, you'll just have to stay inside. Air condition naman lahat. At saka malapit lahat. Less traffic, di gaya ng ibang state. At saka malapit sa lahat yung mga supermarket, malls. It is a very family-friendly city. And I like it here. We like it here. We've been here for 20 plus years. We like it here.
It's all about real problems,
Sa lahat naman ng pamilya, gusto magkaroon ng sariling bahay.
getting real solutions,
You're qualified. I was like, hallelujah.
and celebrating real-life success stories.
Ang sarap-sarap ng pakiramdam dito sa bahay na to.
New year, new season.
Mahalo halo and aloha.
That's not even Tagalog.
That's not?
Keeping It Real with Robin Ning, Sundays on TFC. Naka-reverse mortgage ang bahay ng mga magulang ni Romeo nang pumanaw ang ama at sinundan ng ina noong 2018. Bilang tagapagmana ng bahay, sinulatan ng bangko si Romeo para itanong kung ano ang balak nito sa bahay. May 1 taon ito para magdesisyon. Naisa ng umutang ni Romeo sa bangko para kanya pa rin ang bahay ng kanyang mga magulang, ngunit hindi sapat ang nakuha niyang loan. Nag-alok ng tulong ang kamag-anak ni Romeo, ngunit hindi naman ito ma-pre-qualify. Walang nagawang paraan si Romeo sa pagkuha ng loan mula sa bangko hanggang sumapit ang pandemya. Tuloy-tuloy ang pagtira ni Romeo sa bahay nang walang binabayarang mortgage at hindi rin naman ito kumilos para ayusin ang mga papeles sa bangko. Taong 2022, 4 na taon mula nang pumanaw si nanay, wala pa ring desisyon si Romeo at wala pa ring kasiguraduhan sa mga papeles. Sa bandang huli, dumating na ang foreclosure notice mula sa bangko at tuluyang nawalan ng karapatan si Romeo sa bahay ng kanyang mga magulang.
Welcome, Romeo, to our office here in Las Vegas.
Thank you, Rob, Ning.
Thank you po.
You know, Romeo, that story is very interesting, and it's a cautionary tale, right? Because, people have lost their homes, right?
Yes.
Many times, especially during the date of yours being underwater and stuff like that, and tie into that a reverse mortgage.
Right.
But there are things that we can do, and you're here because, quite honestly, you want to help people, and
That's
you're
correct.
thinking about getting into real estate, right?
Yes, sir.
So that you can educate people on the things that we need to learn about being proactive.
So during that time po na you're going through that, nung mawala po yung inyong mom, 2018, So, why did you not seek po for help? Like yung professionals na nakakaalam ng real estate, na pwedeng makatulong?
Because ang akala ko, hindi masyadong problema yun. Napag-usapan namin ng brother-in-law ko na mag-join kami para yung asset namin maging qualified kami sa lending process ng mga papeles.
Right. So, ano pong nangyari?
Nung malaman ko na sa lender niya na hindi siya qualified, parang na-disappoint na ako.
You know, on any real estate transaction, meron po tayo, when we buy a house, meron pong mga disclosures doon at nakalagay po doon exactly kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari. And in fact, ang real estate, getting a loan for real estate, yun na po yung pinakamalaking debt na mailalagay natin sa ating credit, right? That's why it's so important na ma-qualify tayo to repay that debt. Ang istorya po natin dito is about reverse mortgage na nagkaroon ng foreclosure. And the reason po is like what Mr. San Jose is saying, na hindi sila na-qualify to take over the property, kaya po it ended up on a foreclosure.
Yeah, and the other thing is a timing issue,
Yeah.
right? So at the time of the passing of your parents, and
Which
the
is
time
2018. That was 2018.
2018, and the market at that time, those two things coincided where there wasn't any equity, right? And so, if there was some equity at that time,
There was equity, but it's kind of small.
yeah, not enough to get
Not
past
enough, that's correct.
as an estate, right?
That's correct.
So you had the property and you guys so forth, but there wasn't enough equity to go through the estate process, right?
And
Right.
that time, I didn't worry about the equity too.
You just want the house.
Just want the house.
Right. So, let me just say na, so kapag ka po sa reverse mortgage, pagka ang parents na wala o yung borrower na wala, yung pong mga heirs, this is the beauty of reverse mortgage, Rob, yung mga heirs, they don't need to pay off the loan per se, lalo na kung ang value po ng bahay is almost nothing. 95% lang ng kung ano yung value at that time, yun lang po ang kukuhanin nila na loan. Hindi 100%. So let's say, sabihin natin na 500,000 ang value ng property at that time. Pero ang utang ng parents ninyo is 600,000. Okay?
At that time.
At that time. So, mas malaki yung utang kesa sa value, right? Kung ang value ay 500,000 at ang utang ng parents nyo ay 600,000. So, ngayon yung bahay nyo underwater. Ang heirs po, kinakailangan lang nila 95% ng 500,000 na loan. Hindi nila kailangang i-pay off yung 600,000. Ang kailangan lang nila is 95% of the value of the property for them to keep the house. So, ibig sabihin nun, meron na kaagad equity ang heirs at the passing ng borrower. If they can qualify for a loan. Otherwise, they can just sell the home para, they can move on.
Yeah, and the other thing is we have VA too, right? Which is an excellent vehicle for refinancing a property. And because you served in the military, and thank you for that, you had a VA,
Yes,
but you had a VA also on a property here in Las Vegas.
that's correct.
And so that prevented you from being able to use your VA
That's
in
correct.
Los Angeles. And that was a hurdle as well. But you know what's interesting is as painful it is to lose a family home, now you're here in Las Vegas. You and your wife moved here and you're transitioning over and considering going into real estate because you want to help people, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Avoid things, right, that you went through, right? And I think you understand reverse mortgage a whole lot better today. Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yung pong istorya ni Mang Romeo, I hope po marami po tayong natutuhan at we need to be, more responsible kasi po it's a real thing, It's a lot of it's mortgage debt. At ang mortgage debt po is a little bit complicated, pero everything we should understand, we should try to understand, at kung hindi po natin maintindihan, go ask for professional help. We're here to help po.
Yeah, and along with that, you start with your professional realtor, because we can certainly help you, or your lender.
Yeah.
If it goes beyond that, we can certainly refer you to some legal, right? Because sometimes it gets to that point,
Yeah.
and we're
Real
here.
estate is all about
Yeah,
legalities and the loan
Absolutely,
side.
and we can help you with that as well. So if you're in that situation, you need help, give us a call at 888-860-9530, or you can visit us online.
Or go to our website po and schedule yourself for a free consultation with either Robert or Ning, or visit our Facebook page, Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning.
That's right.
It's my first time here in Las Vegas. So far, everything is good. I like the weather so far, especially. Weather is good compared to Tennessee. I like Tennessee also a lot because I've been there 17 years. Compared to Tennessee, of course, a lot of Filipino here. Everywhere I go, to the store, there's a lot of Filipinos. To the mall, Filipinos shopping, Filipinos, and compared to Tennessee. Ang rating ko sa Las Vegas is, come on guys, have fun!
For over 15 years now, Rob and Ning have been helping people across the USA with their home, money, and retirement problems. The results can be life-changing. It's all about setting a goal, strategizing a plan, and doing it right. They're ready, they're reliable, they're real, and they can help in all 50 states. Call 888-860-9530 or visit their website.
Mga 6 months na kaming nakatira dito sa Las Vegas. So, originally we're from California. So, nag-move kami dito kasi inilipat yung asawa ko dito from Cerritos, California to Las Vegas. Gusto ko nagsha-shopping, maraming mga outlets dito. Kapag gusto naming mag-unwind ng asawa ko, maraming mga hotels, pwede kang mag-check-in, staycation. So, marami kang pwedeng puntahan talaga dito sa Vegas. Casinos, maraming casino. Pampaalis lang ng pagod, enjoy lang. Tsaka, totoo pala talaga ang sinasabi nila na entertainment capital ang Las Vegas.
Welcome back. Ning, you know we get a lot of questions about, what's going to happen in this real estate market, right?
Yeah, in this new year.
In this new year. And there's projections out there in the news.
Yeah.
You have banks, Chase, B of A, you have the National Association of Realtors. They all have projections on what's going to happen, and they're different.
Right.
One is for a hard landing, meaning the Federal Reserve maybe raised rates a little too high, and we really have a pretty deep recession. And the others are less than that, right? They are about a soft landing, right? But people ask us, Rob and Ning, what do you guys think, right?
It is true, Rob, na wala naman tayong crystal ball to really see it, kung ano yung future. Pero, ang meron tayo is yung, capability to understand kung ano po yung nangyayari sa paligid so that we can make good decision and planning.
Yeah, and I would say this, the fact that prices will come down, the strategies you would take for a hard landing or a soft landing are pretty much the same, right? So, obviously, if rates continue up, if the Federal Reserve still keeps ratcheting up rates, we're going to be closer to that harder landing, right? Hopefully, there's a pivot, they call it a pivot, where they stop raising rates or stop raising rates at 0.75%.
Right.
And then maybe we have a kind of a less recession, but I think it's pretty, it's a consensus sort of view that there will be either a mild recession or a deeper recession. That's nothing to get scared about, right? It creates opportunity for some people
Right?
and strategies for those who have their properties.
Yeah. Pagka po tumataas ang interest rate, ang unang-una pong naaapektuhan is yung mga credit card debts natin. So if
Yeah.
we have a lot of credit card debts, then mapapansin niyo po, and you're paying minimum payment, oh my gosh, it's compounding. So every month po, tumataas yung balanse natin, even if we pay something, kasi yun pong binabayad natin, if we choose to pay minimum pay, hindi po yun enough to even pay for the interest, kaya tumataas. And that's like 20, 25%. That's why sometimes, kahit mataas ang interest rate ng mortgage, it still makes sense to refinance, pay off all those debts na matataas ang interest rate para mabalanse natin yung ating cash flow.
Not only people with credit card debt, right, where you may refinance at a higher rate, but your overall cash flow improves significantly because
That's
of your
right.
credit card debt. Those that are near retirement, right, who are near where they could get a reverse mortgage, obviously you need to protect your equity because if it comes down too far, that option of a reverse mortgage might not be there if you wait too long.
That's right. And in fact, hindi lang equity ang pinoprotektahan po natin when we decide to reverse mortgage kasi we're also securing yun pong ating property, yung housing. Dahil when you are on reverse mortgage, kahit na po magkarloko-loko ang ating real estate market, you will stay in your property for the rest of your life. So that is a very good way of using ang equity natin right now kung meron pa tayong equity.
But if you're an investor and all your real estate purchases you look at as an investment, you might want to take some action, right? So as an investor, you want things going up, not down,
Right.
right? So if you're, owning a home and you're not cash flowing, and on top of that, equity's coming down, you want to get rid of that property.
Right.
You want to sell it, and you want to 1031 into a property, maybe from California where there's got a lot of equity, come over here and buy a place here or a couple of places in Las Vegas, get better cash flow. By the way, rents here are pretty good in Las Vegas.
That's right.
So you can get some cash flow, right? So you don't want to mess around with properties that are negative cash flows thinking, well, I'll just wait and so you want to get rid of them now
Right.
and 1031 or just get rid of them,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes you got to pay taxes.
Right.
And don't be in a negative cash flow during this time.
Right. And kung tayo po ay medyo emotionally attached sa ating investment, I think it's very important to seek third-party, expert.
Definitely get some professional help. Tax help, real estate help, loan help, and if you even need legal, we
Yeah.
can help, get them that support.
Absolutely.
Ning, it's great having this office here so
Yeah.
we can do in-person consultations here in Las Vegas like we do in California
Right.
at our offices there. In fact, if you have any questions, whether it be here in Las Vegas or in California,
Or anywhere in the country.
anywhere in the
particular.
country, give us a call at 888-860-9530 or you can visit us online.
Or go to our website po and schedule yourself for a free consultation with either Robert or Ning, or visit our Facebook page, Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning. Ang amin pong website, keepingitreal.pro.
And come see us in Las Vegas on Las Vegas Boulevard, Town Square, anytime.
Yeah.
But until then, bye.
Use the QR code on your screen to ask about no upfront cost solar. Or text the keyword Rob and Ning to 888-807-1119.